Hey everybody, I wanted to share something. So this is a nitrogen canister. I just got it topped off. It wasn't even empty apparently, but I bought about, I don't know, last summer, maybe June timeframe. I bought a breaker attachment for my skid steer. It's an AGR like 680 if I remember right. I don't even, I watched YouTube videos on it early on when I first got it. I was going to put it together. I was going to start demoing concrete or doing that type of stuff or breaking up rocks. The problem I had is I watched this one video and the guy's like, it's a nightmare trying to find something that will fill this because of the metric or Chinese thread patterns. And a lot of times these Chinese threads aren't the same or consistent. So that kind of kept me like at bay. And I'm not afraid of it, but I was like, I'm so busy working, till 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. I don't have time to run by a shop and figure out what the heck to do. And I don't even know where to start, right? So I bid this job on Sunday, and part of it is breaking up a couple of huge rocks, which is totally doable with the breaker attachment. I just don't have it together. And he's itching to get it done, and I'm itching to do the work. So I told him, let me see if I can get this canister filled up so I can get the charge into this unit on the breaker attachment. And so he goes, okay, cool. So we actually literally scheduled the job today. I penciled it in for a week and a half from now, but I gave it a backup date just in case, because I wanted to be safe in case I have issues. I watched another YouTube video and I watched another one, and they never talked about how they got this filled up. All they show is this connected to with their little adapter kit to the thing, and they're basically charging it up to the right PSI. So I started talking around. I found this place here. I because of final schedule, I was able to get out a little early today. And so I come over here. I'm like, hey, look, this is a Chinese canister. I don't know what the thread's going to be, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, all right, let's take a look. And I'm prepared that I'm going to have to go take whatever he's got size-wise or thread pattern-wise and go to like an air and hose supply place and have them create some kind of rigged up adapter or connections so that he can fill it up. I can take it off and fill this up with my kit. So I get going and he's looking at it. He goes, these threads look really like almost like an oxygen tank. So he goes over and he takes the tank over and hooks it to one of the oxygen tanks that they fill all kinds of different gases here. So it was kind of cool. And he goes, this is exactly what this is. It's not even like crazy threads. It's just a different type for not a nitrogen bottle. So he took the hose connection off of the oxygen tank and took it over to the nitrogen tank and threaded it back on, filled up the canister. And then at the same time, all these guys have been claiming that they come empty. They're super light, so it's really hard to tell if there is anything in there. And obviously I just assumed it was. He goes, hey, it came with 1500 PSI. I bumped it up to 2400, which would be way more than you need. And basically he didn't even charge me because he's like, I use so little of it, like it's not even worth trying to figure out how to charge you. So he's like, happy Christmas, enjoy, good luck with your attachment. So I'm totally jazzed that this whole several day in my head paranoia of how complicated this was going to be was actually very simple. It took 5-10 minutes. So I'm going to give a shout out to Action Gas and Welding Supply in Temecula, California, for having somebody that's smart enough to figure out how to do this without having to jump through crazy hoops. But I'm going to post this to YouTube and share it because there's a lot of people buying stuff from the auctions these days, and they're probably going to watch the same stupid videos I watched and get all worked up or struggle through it and do all this all complicated stuff when the solution is just having an oxygen bottle thread type connection to basically run off of the nitrogen tank. Plus, your tank might already be full, which is what we learned.